My name is Ron Lewis, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Director of Sheep Gems. On behalf of the project team, in the next few minutes, I plan to introduce you to our aims and ambitions. I have every hope to leave you as excited about this project as we are. As a first step, though, I want to recognize how Sheep Gems came to be. Simply said, it's because of you. With your backing, we were able to win a grant funded by the USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture to support this R&D project. More specifically, we received support from national sheep organizations along with breed associations. We sincerely thank you. Your willingness to back Sheep Gems has made a world of difference. Sheep Gems is a team effort. Here, I provide the scientific team members. We're faculty from two land-grant institutions, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and Purdue University. We also are sheep scientists from three USDA Agricultural Research Service facilities, the Dale Bumpers Small Farm Research Center, the U.S. Meat Animal Research Center, and the U.S. Sheep Experiment Station. For me, this is a dream team. In addition, the project benefits from a large contingent of postdoctoral and graduate students. They are the heart of what we achieve. Furthermore, through Sheep Gems, your next generation of sheep geneticists are gaining the skills to support you down the road. That's our team. Let's now turn to the heart of the project. The acronym Sheep Gem stands for Genetics, Environment, Management, and Socioeconomics. Those areas form the four pillars of our sheep industry. The reason is that in the U.S. we have distinct breed types spread across climatically diverse regions and management systems. Breeding robust sheep that perform well under these conditions is therefore critical to the industry's long-term sustainability. One way to achieve this is to breed sheep that are both more robust and climatic resilient. Currently, though, we are largely ignoring traits that define robustness and climatic resilience in our genetic evaluation program. Such traits include lamb survival, ewe longevity, udder health, and gastrointestinal parasite resistance. The aim of Sheep Gems is to collect the information, the performance records necessary to include such fitness traits in our selection programs. To keep us on the same page, let me introduce some terminology. Robustness is an animal's ability to remain healthy and productive within a defined environment or set of management conditions. That is, it is able to survive and reproduce within its production setting. Climatic resilience is an animal's ability to either be little affected by or capable of recovering from changes in climatic conditions. By changes in climatic conditions, I mean extremes in temperature or relative humidity and the like. An indicator trait is an on-farm measurement that helps us predict an animal's robustness or climatic resilience. This diagram provides the indicator traits we are collecting in Sheep Gems. They're ambitious. Still, if we want to improve the robustness and climatic resilience of our flocks, this is the kind of information we need. All these measures are being recorded on the flocks at the USDA Agricultural Research Service facilities engaged in sheep gems. That includes collecting the California mastitis test, which tells us about subclinical and clinical mastitis based on a milk sample, and packed cell volume, or hematocrit, which tells us about anemia that can result from a parasite burden. But to impact the sheep industry, producers need to collect similar data on their own flocks. Therefore, in collaboration with the National Sheep Improvement Program, we have recruited 45 NSIP flocks from 4 breeds that represent the main sectors of our industry. We refer to those participants as innovation flocks. Those 4 breeds are Katahdin, Polypay, Rambouillet, and Suffolk. Importantly, 1 to all 4 of those breeds are also raised at the USDA facilities, allowing us to nicely tie together what we learn in both the industry and research flocks. Another part of sheep gems is to incorporate genomic technologies into our genetic evaluation. The reason is those tools allow us to achieve 3 important aims: validate pedigree, generate genetic condition status for some important fitness traits, such as ovine progressive pneumonia and scrapie susceptibilities, and ultimately more reliably predict genetic merit for complex traits like robustness and climatic resilience. I'm not going to say much more about that aspect of the project here. That will be a topic of future presentations. But due to sheep gems and some other earlier projects, we now have collected nearly 16,000 genotypes on U.S. sheep. This is just the start to our plans to keep you abreast about sheep gems. I'm hoping you have already seen 2 articles included in the ASI Weekly News that are circulated online each Friday. Our intent is to continue to contribute an article each month to provide an update on the project. Additionally, every other month we plan to post an audio presentation like this one on the Sheep Genetics USA website with further information. In hope of whetting your appetite, this table outlines the topics that will form the basis of our articles and audio presentations in the upcoming months. Yet I'm pleased to add you do not need to wait until next month to learn more about sheep gems. Alongside this presentation, you will find a recording of a recent roundtable discussion of sheep producers engaged as innovation flocks in the project. The panel included a producer from each of the breeds participating. I strongly encourage you to have a listen. I think you will find their experiences and perspectives fascinating. To finish up, I want to recognize a group of producers that have been fundamental to our efforts in sheep gems. There are 2 committees: a project advisory board that includes our industry sponsors and peer scientists to ensure we achieve the aims of the project. The second committee, our producer advisory group, was set up as a liaison to the breed groups participating in the project, to NSIP, and to Sheep Genetics USA. These committees and individuals have offered a tremendous amount of their energy and time to ensure that we stay on track to meet your needs. We're extremely grateful to them. With that, I will end this presentation. I sincerely hope that you will continue with us in our journey with sheep gems.